One of the most important things to know about motorcycle accidents is they can happen anytime and anywhere. Hi, my name is Joseph Donahue, and I'm a partner here at Block, O'Toole & Murphy. So today we're going to talk about motorcycle accidents in New York City. Unfortunately, motorcycle accidents happen frequently here in New York City. A lot of times, motorcycles have collisions with cars that either don't see them or don't account for them being on the roadway. Unfortunately, for people who are operating motorcycles, the results of motorcycle accidents are often tragic, resulting in very serious and sometimes even catastrophic injuries. One of the reasons this is because motorcycles do not have built in the safety features that people enjoy with a motor vehicle. As you can imagine, motor vehicles are bigger, they're enclosed, they're provided with seat belts for the occupants, but unfortunately motorcycles don't have any of those safety features. And so it's especially important for people operating motorcycles to be especially careful to avoid any types of accidents. Motorcycle operators are required to observe the same rules of the road as cars. They have to obey traffic control signals, they have to obey markings in the roadways, they have to obey speed limits. While motorcycles can operate on the roadway, they're not permitted to operate in bike lanes, and they're not permitted to operate on the sidewalks here in New York City. Instead, motorcycles need to follow the same rules set forth in the vehicle and traffic law that governs the operation of motor vehicles such as cars. Motorcycle accidents in New York are treated the same way as the other motor vehicle accidents are treated. In order to determine liability, you have to analyze the facts, the circumstances surrounding the accident to determine who, if anyone, is at fault. Things like the speed of the vehicles, the direction of travel of the vehicles, whether there was any type of intersection, traffic control signals, stop signs involved in the accident. By examining all of those facts, you can determine who was at fault. If there's two vehicles involved in the accident, including the motorcycle and a car, both of the vehicle and the motorcycle are judged in the same manner in order to determine responsibility. When an accident occurs, the person involved has a lot of questions. Is this a criminal case? Is this a civil case? In terms of determining whether or not the case is criminal or civil, that first will be determined by law enforcement. The New York City Police Department, in conjunction with the various district attorney's offices, will investigate the accident and determine if anyone has any criminal responsibility. Was someone intoxicated, under the influence of drugs? If so, that would make the accident a criminal matter. There are other things that can make the accident criminal as well. Was the person texting, driving at an excessive or reckless speed? All of these factors will be utilized by law enforcement to determine if the accident has any criminal wrongdoing. If so, the various district attorney's office will prosecute the defendant for the happening of the accident. But that doesn't mean that the case doesn't have a civil aspect to it as well. If a case is determined to be criminal in nature, the person injured also has civil remedies that they can seek in order to receive fair and reasonable compensation for their injuries. And for that, they'll need a lawyer that handles personal injury cases. And those two cases can continue side by side at the same time, just being handled separately, one by the district attorney's office and one by the lawyer handling the personal injury claim. In some instances, an accident involving a motorcycle isn't as a result of the negligence of another driver of another vehicle, but sometimes it's a result of the negligent design, repair, maintenance of a roadway. Various roadway defects exist in New York City and throughout the state of New York that result in serious and catastrophic accidents. When that happens, it's important for the lawyer to properly investigate what roadway defect caused the accident to occur. Was this a design defect? Was it a repair that was done improperly? Was it a repair that wasn't even done or a roadway that wasn't maintained? It's important from the outset to get the information to make that determination. If it is determined that the roadway was defective either in its design, repair, or maintenance, government agency that owns and is responsible for that roadway can be held accountable. Here at Block, O'Toole & Murphy, we have handled many motorcycle accidents. Our extensive team of trial lawyers has tried motorcycle accident cases with great results, and we handle those cases from the beginning, from the outset, on the eye towards, if this case has to go to trial, what information will we need to prove our case? If you or a loved one or someone you know has been involved in a motorcycle accident, please feel free to call Block, O'Toole & Murphy for a free consultation so we can discuss with you the ways in which we can help you get fair and reasonable compensation.